Gentlemen, I don't mean to alarm you, but I have one word to say. Hello again and welcome to another Mordianglorytv Glory Warhammer 40k 10th edition video. Today's episode is going to be all about da orcs, da lads, orcs, and I am excited to announce a new channel army which is going to be in the works. We are going to be trying to turn this around for your viewing pleasure, for battle reports ASAP. You asked for it, and so I shall deliver it. Your will is my command, and so we will be getting a green tide for the Mordianglorytv Glory channel. Those of you who have followed this channel for a while now will know that I have a little thing for horde armies. I like big armies, and I cannot lie, when I see those big squads, I cannot deny that I get an uncomfortable feeling in my trousers. And when I was but a wee lad, when I was Mordian the Younger, when I was Mordian but a glint in the milkman's eye, I had an orc army. Growing up, I had that 2nd edition box set. My brother got the Blood Angels. I got all of the funky monopose orcs, and I got rid of the army a long time ago. In fact, I don't even know where it ended up in the end. Probably given away to a family friend or something like that. It disappeared to the depths of the parents' attic. Who knows where it ended up? But that army is no more. And you guys know I'm a bit of a nostalgia guy. I like to feast on dem member berries. And so I thought, you know what? Let's get some orcs for the channel. And this actually happened a while ago. I actually had a video. If you want to know where all of these orcs came from, there'll be a link down to that in the description. I highly recommend it. What happens when Mordian gets drunk and decides to go on eBay? Well, check out that video to find out. But like I said, I had this desire to rebuild that childhood army and to get orcs on the channel a while ago. You'll notice that some of the models that we're going to go through in a moment are actually painted completely, and they're not looking too bad. We've got a sort of black and green and red colour scheme going on. But the army kind of stalled. It kind of fell off in 10th edition when taking big units like 30 orcs wasn't a thing anymore. And the green tide, I don't know, it sort of fell by the wayside, but not anymore. We are going to be revitalizing this project. We are going to be getting the green tide marching for 1/4 once more, I should say. These stinking Ubi words are kind of difficult. We're going to be embracing the orc vibe. And so I thought I'd just take the time today to record a fun video where we just go over what the hell is in this orc green tide that I've got, and what my plans are for it in the future. So let's start off by going through what we have managed to get our hands on. So over on the left, we've got the nobles. The nobles of the orc. The knobs! Give them the proper name, the knobs. So we have got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 knobs in this army. Now most of these are going to be for like leading squads of orc boys and everything, but you know, with a couple of these got these old metal ones, which are my absolute favourite orc ones of all time, these old metal knobs. So we've got a couple of those. So we're going to have enough knobs to lead multiple boy units, but we've also got enough if we want to put together 3 big units of knobs as well, which should be kind of cool. Behind them, we've got 5 erroneous flash kits. These are just sort of, they came with some of the bits and bobs that I picked up with the army. And then we've got a Pain Boy and we've got Ghazghkull. Because I figured at some point I'm going to want Ghazghkull to lead the green tide. That feels right. That feels like the way it should be. So we've got loads of knobs. We've got power claws. We've got big choppers. We've got kill swords. We've got attack squids. We've got everything and anything. We've even got some with the flash kits. I probably won't use them as flash kits. I might get some more if they turn out to be good. But with Captain Badrock going away, it makes me a bit sad. But these guys could definitely be knobs for the shooter boy units if we have to do any of those, or looters or anything like that. But then we get to the bulk of the force, and we have a lot of boys. We have got these are broken down to units of 20. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 40 boys with Slugger and Chopper. In addition to this, we have got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 93 Shooter Boys. Now, it's a sad time that I can no longer have Shooter Boy mobs and Slugger Boy mobs. Apparently all boys are under one entry now, which is a bit of a shame. I don't know when that changed. Someone's going to put it down in the comment section like, Mordian, that was a thing in 3rd edition and it's just been boys since then. Well, maybe it has. But last time I really played Orks was when 2nd and 3rd edition when I was a kid. So you used to be able to get Slugger Boys and Shooter Boys separately. Now they're all together. So I've got more than enough Ork boys here to shake a stick at. But my thinking is that I can have lots of Slugger Boys and I could also have some Shooter Boys. And because I've got well over 100, the max 120 boys you can get in 10th edition, what I'll probably end up doing is I'll work the squads out and I'll paint all the boys up, the regular boys, in like one colour scheme, and then I'll just convert the rest over to a bunch of like beast snaggers. And I'll paint those with a very distinctive other colour scheme. So maybe have those like with like blue helmets or something like that. And so I'll be able to essentially, near as damn it, I should be able to get 120 regular boys and also 120 beast snaggers. And of course, if the meta shifts, new edition comes out and it turns out that Shooter Boys are amazing again, and Slugger Boys need to go on the shelf, then it won't be a problem having sort of a mixed colour scheme, because this is Orks at the end of the day. Orks are mixed and they're tribal, and tribes come together, and one tribe subsumes another tribe and all that kind of stuff, and there's all sort of clans and everything, so it's fine. So I'll have a nice colour-coded army, which when it needs to come together, which inevitably it will do when the meta shifts, won't be a problem. But speaking of shooters and DACA and all that amazing stuff, I have got a whole bunch of these specialists here. So I've got 10, 20, 22 Orks with some big guns. These range from, we've got shooters and we've got rocket launchers. So there's all sorts of mixture of things here. And there's probably enough where I can have, I can probably mix all these together and take some big units of looters. My only concern is that looters seem pretty crap in 10th edition, but they were always good in previous editions, so I imagine the wheel will turn and they'll come back. Or I can just, upgrades are free these days, right? So I can just use these as an extra 22 bodies in these Ork boy mobs, and that should allow me to get lots of shooters and rocket launchers and all sorts of things with the units, which might free up some extra Ork boys if I need to, mix between the sluggers and the shooters to make like beast snaggers and stuff like that. Finally, we have got 12 Grots, 12 Gretchen. I actually have another box of these. Got a rotten herd for them as well. I've actually got another box of these unopened as well, so I'll be able to get my hands on those. So I'll have a total of about 22 Gretchen, 23 Gretchen, which is enough for a reasonable mob, or two small mobs if I want them to sit on an objective or something like that. Now that covers all of the infantry I have in my Ork pile of shame. I do actually have a crap load of vehicles as well. I've got like a truck and a bow wagon and all sorts of like boom, DACA, snaz wagons and this kind of stuff. But they're going to go on the back bench for a little bit. The plan is to get the Green Tide up and running first, and then transition or expand the force into Speed Freaks. And that way, when Green Tide is good, I can run Green Tide. And when Speed Freaks are good, I can run Speed Freaks, and when none are good, I can cry. But like I said, the plan is to get the Green Tide rocking and cocking as soon as possible. Try and knock out some of these mobs fairly quickly using like speed paints and stuff like that. And for me, the idea of a Green Tide always used to be around, focused around like 180 boys. Because when you had the old Force Org chart, you used to take 6 troop choices, and each troop choice you take as a max blob of like 30 Orks. And so what I'm probably going to do to try and emulate that is I'm going to take 6 squads of 20 boys. I'll load them up with like knobs and DACA and shooters and all that kind of stuff, the big shooters. And then what I'll probably do is I'll get 20 Ork boys, and like I said, I'll paint them so that it's very distinctive, they're very different, they're a different clan. We might paint them like snake bites or something, and we'll get them over as the beast snaggers. And so combining all of that together, we should get to our goal of 180 boys. And if we have enough points left over, I'll throw in a few characters, try and have some like pain boys, weird boys. Gotta have a war boss in there, of course. Gotta have a war boss leading the lads. And we might even have a few points left over for a couple of grot mobs that can sit in the back on objectives. But as long as we can take 180 boys and a war boss, that's going to be the main focus of the list. And we can expand it from there. Because I think 180 toughness 5 boys with a 5+ invulnerable save is going to, and a 5 would feel no pain on them as well. If we can get some pain boys going, that should be pretty gnarly to say the least. But that's the plan. Of course, no plan survives contact with the enemy. Let me know what you think I should do with my orcs down in the comment section below. How would you green tide? What's your recommendation for green tiding it in 10th edition? Would you go all in on the infantry, or do you think once you reach 120 boys, maybe add in some vehicles? Like I said, I do have a battle wagon and stuff like that I can throw in. So let me know what you want to see from the green tide. Do we go full avalanche of boys, or do we try to add a bit more nuance into it? If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to crump that like button. And if you want to see progress and updates on the army as it comes together, and battle reports and tournament reports with it, then don't forget to subscribe to never miss an episode. Would you like to know more? If so, then please consider becoming a channel member or patron. By supporting the channel, not only will you be doing your part, but you'll also be helping me create more content for your viewing pleasure and unlocking a whole host of perks. You get everything from a badge next to your name, custom emojis, but the big one is access to the Mordian Glory Discord server, an online community with almost 2,500 active members. It's always popping off in the MG Discord. We've got channels for army lists, hobbying, tactics, stories, and even a pretty spicy meme section as well. For all you greenhorns that wanted to see the Mordian Glory Hole, today is your lucky day. And joking aside, I do want to say a massive thank you to all of the current channel members and patrons. You guys are amazing, truly the lifeblood of the channel. I could not do Mordian Glory full time without the incredible and generous support of my members, so thank you guys so much. And last but certainly not least, I want to say a personal thank you to all of my top tier patrons. These are the War Masters, the people who have truly gone above and beyond the call of duty. So a heartfelt thank you to Alex Dengal, Bon Vert, Mad Larkin, Marcus Roberts, Mark Panconi, RJ Scorpion, Swordfish Trombone, Try Again Bragg, John Stubbs, Nick Wolf, Diesel Fox, and August Barney. Seriously guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your support is incredible and it makes a huge difference. Thank you so much. That's all for now. Hope you've all enjoyed today's video, and of course, as always, see you guys next time.